guys, welcome to Philly Close Up. When stars come to Philly, we get you close up. And today we are in studio with the entire cast and crew of Fatally Flawless. Welcome to my new Philly, guys.
Hi. Hey.
Well, we have the masterminds of Fatally Flawless right here in the front. We have Salim and Sophia. Salim, I've known you for years, and I've always seen you on the fashion scene. You were always clean cut, always had it together. So what made you want to transition into the world of filmmaking?
Well, basically, it's something I've always had a talent for as far as writing. I just kept it kind of secret. And, once we started working in the industry, as far as like styling, like working with artists, and then the takeoff of Belarga, the clothing line that I started 13 years ago with my partner Tiffany, it just kind of went on the back burner. And I met Sophia in 2014. She came into our boutique on South Street, and me and her were busting it up. And she was an amazing, talented writer. And, I pitched an idea of 3 chapters of a book I was writing called Fatally Flawless, based on all these characters of the people that are here now. And she was riveted, and she said, we need to turn this into a film. And I'm like, how the hell is we doing a film? I just really didn't have a clue how that was going to happen, but somehow God found a way. We started getting funding. We brought in some executive producers, and we found all these people behind you that brought the characters to life, and we're here right now.
So, Sophia, how is it for you as a writer kind of transforming a book idea into a script in a screenplay?
It was very much so different from screenwriting. Salim is an amazing author, and he's so detailed. And being a screenwriter, you don't have to be as detailed. So it was a task just transforming his whole manuscript and condensing it down into a script. But we got it done. A lot of long nights, 2 o'clock in the morning, rewrites and things like that. But we came together and we got it done.
Well, I had the pleasure of reading the specs and seeing the trailer, which is really good. It looks really good, guys. But for those out there that don't know what Fatally Flawless is about, what is it about?
It's a 90s tale. It's a period piece. It's set in the years between 97 and 98. And it's about the lives of 3 teenage girls that go to Overbrook High School in their senior year, a group of best friends. And each girl kind of has her own situation with a guy in the streets. And it's kind of like a cautionary tale. It's very glamorous and exciting, fast-paced. And the world that they get caught up into is like a reflection of the guy. So it's like, Maya, who's our lead girl.
Where's Maya?
I am.
Hi, Maya.
Okay. She's dating Carmelo Black, who is Dana, sitting next to you. And their relationship is, they're like Cookie and Lucius. They have this power thing that they have going on. And she's a spoiled rich girl, he's the kingpin, and it kind of just spirals out of control. And in the end, we all like, damn, But it kind of starts with them. And then we have Crown Bella here, who plays Raven, and she's the player. She actually is dating 3 of the guys on the cast. Mookie Mook, who's right here, he plays Jamal, her boyfriend in the earlier part of the film, and him and her have a tumultuous relationship. She breaks up with him for Nichols, who's played by Mr. Isaiah right here, and he turns out to be a Ike Turner type character. And then she ends up with the drug dealer Prince Charming, who is played by Darren Meadows, who saves her at the end. And they have a beautiful love story. And to round out our trio, we have Amber Purnell here. She plays Takia, and she's dating Little Rel from South Philly, played by Mr. Cameron Taylor right here. And she's our little Kim. She's dating all the players. She knows all the ballers. She's getting all the money. And her mom is an alcoholic drug addict, played by Talia Johnson here.
I got a little lost for a second, sorry.
And, her boyfriend ends up, being caught up with the mafia, who is played by Miss Natalie Madado here, who is from Mob Wives, and she was who I wanted the whole time, and we actually made it work. Yeah, it was great.
So take us to Onset. I want to talk to some of the cast here. How did you guys build chemistry with each other? A lot of you are playing love interests with one another. So how is it that you build the chemistry to make it believable on camera?
We just see, the thing about it is we spend a lot of time together, like off camera, like, you know what I mean, when we at Salim house or we prepping or we rehearsing, we just spend a lot of time together. We talk, we laugh, we get to know each other. So by the time the cameras is on us, we comfortable with each other. So
Same energy.
yeah.
I think it's just like for me and Dana, it just came naturally. Like from day one, we just like he has good vibes, good energy, so it was just natural for us to jump right into it.
And for the fellas, I'm sure it wasn't difficult playing opposite these beautiful women over here. Am I right? Well, Natalie, for you, what was it like playing a gangster in the movie? Was that art imitating life, or was it a joke?
Everybody was really cool. So the setting was, when Salim had called me up and pitched the idea, I had nothing but the utmost respect for him. But for me to have to get into character, you know, me with my highs and lows, it wasn't hard at all. So just being a boss chick, calling the shots, I really enjoyed it.
That's what she does.
Definitely.
I want to know some of the scoop, though. Who was the class clown on the set? Who was the practical joker that did
The
stuff?
practical joker is not even here.
Oh yeah.
I was hoping to get some pointers. I have some people that need some pointers.
I mean, we could say Najee. We could say
Shout out to Najee.
I was gonna say Ryan. too.
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan. That's what I
Ryan be staying with them jokes.
Ryan be crazy.
He's our second AD. He's over there. He definitely keeps the jokes flowing. He's definitely.
And he plays pumpkin, so yeah.
So multi-talented, multifaceted people on
Very
the
much
set.
so.
So from start to finish, I don't know who wants to take this, maybe Salim or Sophia. How long did it take from the start of the script throughout the filming process for you guys to complete the film?
This like the song that never ends. Y'all ever watch Landscape? This is the movie that never ends.
Well, the timeline of this, because it's been nonstop. I met Salim in 2014. I went into Belargo. That was in June. We started that script by the end of June. By August, we were casting. September, rehearsing, and then December, we've been filming ever since December of 2014.
Like nonstop and
Nonstop.
and
15, I'm sorry.
And then our director and our Roulette, he's here, Offset, but he was like really hands-on too with like getting us started as far as locations, rehearsals. We did everything, and the actors will tell you like it was no easy task. Like we are slave drivers. We'll be about to fight.
No, like really, real life.
So what were some of the biggest challenges for you guys as actors on the set?
The biggest challenge I think for me was to come from stage play to actual acting in a movie. That was the biggest challenge for me.
One day we went to, one day we had to arrive on set and the air conditioner broke. And literally,
It was
like,
August.
when I tell you this, it was like, I think it was 100 degrees out. It was a heat wave. And we had a photo shoot. We had so much going on. But you know what? We worked together as a family. We strategically planned and we knocked it right out the box. And we said, you know what? We're still going to make it happen. This movie's destined for greatness. Yes. Everyone was frustrated, you know, weaves, hair,
Yes.
you know, makeup
Yes.
dripping. I'm saying to myself, dying. Someone spit on me, please, because I can't even take this right now. But we wound up getting through the day, and it was a dope shot. So
Cam, what about you? What was your most difficult day?
I don't know. I think I enjoyed like filming. Like on set was pretty cool. Off top, bro, I can't even. I don't know.
how about the day we filmed outside and it was freezing out?
Ooh.
Oh no, yeah, it was a couple problems that day.
I literally,
Now we're getting to the
ice was everywhere. What you mean?
Yeah, I guess I'll say the weather that day. That was the issue.
It's always the weather. It's either too hot or too cold. Like it's no in between.
Yeah.
It's just oh my god.
Celine, what about the time when we filmed outside with P&B Rock and we
Oh,
was
you
in
was
the
like-
Oh,
drop
wow.
top thing, and it was like the sun just beaming on us, like
Shout out to
and
P&B.
99 degrees. I was
got
walking
cursed.
to the-
Shout out to P&B
I'm
Rock.
just
Shout out to P&B Rock too.
got
Like
Chris
Rock goes back way with them. We actually talked to them today, and they've been a big supporter. They saw the trailer on Ball Alert, and like they came on board, and like he did a scene for free. He didn't charge us because there's certain rappers, I ain't gonna say them no names, that can't get 200 people, but they was like, oh, I need $1,000 to do a scene. I ain't gonna say who you are, but they from North Philly.
And those are some of the challenges of shooting a film independently.
Yes.
That's some of the things that a lot of independent filmmakers talk about is, budgeting and trying to get the actors for a certain amount of money, getting producers, getting the entire crew and everything. So kudos to you guys for getting it done.
Because we always found somebody that could give us some money. I ain't gonna lie. It used to be like, I used to call the trap, like, You know, we made it work, and also, I'm sorry, stay go ahead.
And then he would, at the end of the day, I am the person that Salim calls and says, "See, oh my God, guess what? What happened there?"
Yeah, see my life. She's one of my lifelines. Yeah.
Yes, 15 years. 15 years.
Well, you can really feel the camaraderie throughout the cast and crew. We can feel the love.
Making a movie is just not what people think it is. It's not a movie video. It's not a music video.
It's not a music video at all. And I would know, okay? The director of the movie is my director of my videos, and it's two totally different things. Like, this is really like on another level type of work.
Oh, and by the way, I am LaTanya in the movie, Maya's mother.
Oh, okay.
And they have a those two fight a lot in the movie. So when you see the mother and daughter, they hate each other. And you know, Talia Johnson, who's back here, who plays Takia's mother, is just riveting performance. Riveting. I could say everybody gave 110% here, and also Ming is here. And she joined our cast at the last minute, and I gave her a call. Like, at first, she's beautiful. Like, you know, Ming is just one of these girls. Like, you know, that's undeniable. And I called her, and she said yes. I thought she was going to be like, no, you got to pay me all this money for me. What did you think?
I had a great time with set. All the cast. Excellent. I'm excited to see it.
And we expanded her character, too. Her character is Ming, and you know, she has a scene with Dean from Dream Chasers. Shout out to Meek Mill. Shout out to Dean. Shout out to Tok. Shout out to Fan Reeves. Shout out to the whole the whole Dream Chasers. Like, you know, we go way back with them. So they did a scene together that was incredible, and she killed that. And I'm really proud of her.
So, what was your most memorable moment on the set?
I mean, the entire project itself, period. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this entire cast came together to bring something really positive to the city of Philadelphia. Fatally Flawless actually brings to attention stuff that our youth actually goes through and have to experience at a very young age, and we came to show you all there's something very different out here for you to obtain, and that's look at yourself in the mirror and know who you are. Chase your dream, because you can't capture it if you don't know who you are in the beginning.
Do you guys want to echo anything?
Yeah, I got two. I got one is the love scene between me and Maya.
Jump right
And then the second would be it's an intense scene. It's probably the climax scene for my character, where me and my right hand man have what would you call it? We clash pretty much, and it's an intense scene. You know, it brought a lot out of both of it. So those two scenes was memorable for me.
Now, do any of you guys already have acting background or training, or was this first project for?
No, I don't. I don't have any training at all.
Yeah.
I do.
What about you?
Nah, I ain't have none.
No training?
Nah, I was doing music, and Salim hit me up about this, so that's how I ended up coming on to it. I just did what I did. I actually wasn't even going to have the scene that I have, like the role that I have. I wasn't going to have it.
And I saw his face, and I was like, "This is the guy." Like, I don't, you know, as a writer, I was like, "This is the guy." You know, this is Marley. This is him. And he came in, and he, you know, he did it Michelle. Like, you know, that's his child. Boom, they gone.
Now, you mentioned earlier that your character is kind of like an Ike Turner.
Jesus
character.
Christ.
How is that for you playing someone that is a provoker and a user?
The character Nichols, I feel as though he brings a lot of momentum to this film. You know, he starts off as a calm, cool collective, you know what I mean? Okay. And when he got into it with Raven, his personality is like, whatever is his, he owns it. And once that get out of line, he gonna get out of line. So once, you know, that relationship start getting out of line, his route was to put his hands in. Things got real violent, and that's why I said he brings a lot of momentum to the film, because the ending scene, that you said a memorable moment. That scene right there, that's it. That's it. Cause that's what sets to me, in my opinion, that's what sets the movie off. It's a couple scenes. I know Takia and what's his name? Lil Rel scene. That's by far one of my favorite scenes, besides the one that I did. But you know, like I said, the ending scene Oh my God.
You don't want to give too much away, but
He took my girlfriend.
And I stole it from both of them, you know what I'm saying?
He took.
wait, but you guys are good now. You squashed it, right? Everything's
No,
good?
we didn't squash it.
Okay.
All three of my niggas.
No, like you don't do that. Cause I'm a good guy. Like in a movie, I'm a good guy. You said like a lot of stuff like I'm a good guy. Like my character shows like kids like you don't gotta go that route. You can still do your own thing. You get what I'm saying? So me being a good guy, I lost because of that. You get what I'm saying? But at the end, I win still. You get what I'm saying? So.
And we need to see more.
Not
like
with
that.
what's the girl name? Not with her. You
Yeah,
did.
you
I mean, hey,
That's not what I meant
You
when I
lost,
said I
baby.
won. Like, I'm talking about my life.
And lastly, like Miss Johnson back here, she's a Christian church lady, and she had to drink 40s.
Oh.
She had to talk. She had to drink. She had to talk about doing drugs. She had to. It was a mess. Like she
So
didn't.
what did you do to prepare for that? Because I'm sure that was difficult to step outside of your normal realm of behavior.
Some of the behavior is half of what I used to be. So I drew from that. And yes, I drank. I smoked. I did a lot of things that, people do now. But
That's what
anything.
really brings the character to life, though.
Yeah, heartbreak, any of those things you can draw from to bring that to the forefront.
Right.
What you need, that energy that you need. I fought with my daughter so much, and there's some things that I would never say to my child that I said to her. But again, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
And that was just something that my character did with her daughter, trying to actually gain control of her. So I don't care who you are, you're trying to fill a void somehow, whether you're missing some happiness, some joy, in your life that you're looking for and you're searching for.
Right. And I think that's the thing that people love about characters in the film. If they fall in love with the film, they fall in love with characters that are realistic, characters that they can relate to. And humans are flawed, so.
She used to call me like, do I have to say B-I-T-C-H so many times? Can we take out some of the F-bombs? Like, she used to try to edit the script because, like, her character was so raw, and I just knew she could do it because she always plays the good mom. Like, she's always, like, the good mom in every play, everything she's done. She's always, like, the angel mom, and I'm like, no, I want to make her bad. I want to see the dark side, and
We're seeing a broad range here.
And she did it. So I called the girl named Sharkia. Shout out to Sharkia at the Style Off. And I asked her to play the role. So she told me, like, she can't act. She said, call Amber. Amber wants to act. So when I called Amber, I said, give me her number. And she came in and she just jumped into it. And this girl's like, out of everybody, I feel like mostly everyone here has either acting experience or performance in music. Mm-hmm. She came in and she just owned the role and took it to another level, and I couldn't be more proud of her, as far as like just her stepping up, and playing Takia. So how did you feel about Takia?
With Takia, the person that she is, I actually feel like is myself because she's like a street girl and I'm a street girl. So it's like I was able to adjust to that after a while. When I first jumped into it, it was like kind of hard for me. I was like nervous because I never did it before. But once I got behind the camera, I loosened up and it just was like, I'm here for it.
And she's amazing. And then Aaliyah, who plays Maya, was the hardest find for us because what was happening was I was very particular about the character Maya Campbell. Maya Campbell to me is like my Scarlett O'Hara. That's like, that's my, when you think of this female character, and when I was writing her for so many years, she was friends in my head. So like, I just knew how she should be, how she should act. I was at my wit's end, and I said, you know what, Sophia, we don't handle Maya. I'm just done. And she said, listen, I got one more girl for you to see.
Right, I had to go through my archives, and I found Aaliyah's picture because she auditioned for a film of mine, and I sent the picture to Salim, and he just fell in love with her. And shout out to our director for introducing me to her because we wouldn't have had a Maya.
The director and Sophia fight over who really brought her on board. Who really brought her on board, but she looked like the character. She had these Maya Campbell in the book, is light skinned girl with freckles and hazel eyes, and she has this energy. And I just she was cast without, I said I hope this girl, she could have spoken Chinese. We would have got her accent. She was just cast on the spot, and then her chemistry with Dana. Who plays Carmelo Black, who's also like based on his father, who is the amazing guy. So it just merged, and yes, and it set it off.
I actually think Maya's role is who she is in real life. No, it's not. This is her in real life. Maya is her in real life now. No,
it's not.
No, yes, it is.
The plot thickens.
Okay. And then also too, I like the fact that when the love triangle between Black and Ming and Maya is like revealed in the movie, it's gonna be, it's just so shocking, because I had to find, it's kind of hard, Aaliyah's a beautiful girl, so it was like, who would her man be interested in? So I had to find somebody, and and then Ming just came on board, and that chemistry is just amazing between those three. And Cameron and Amber, just that last week of shooting with them, we actually would rent Airbnbs, and we would stay there for 2 days. And I just remember the last 2 days, it was like so much happening. We lived in South Philly. She was there, and we stayed at this house, and
dedication.
And we lived there. They would go home and come back, but we lived there, and those last 2 scenes with y'all, especially like the intensity with doing the montages that we did, and then we had your final scene, and then y'all love scene. Like, I just felt like, to me, those were like intense days, like between y'all. How did you feel, Ken?
That was fun, man. It was a journey.
No
It's a
complaints.
project, so I had fun.
Okay, so that's it. And then Zay, this girl right here is just, this is my girl who always like, can I get the shot?
Yes, I gotta go. I got something to do.
Stop.
If you ever want to leave, pull a Zay Bella.
She's like, I gotta leave at 5:30. Yes. It's 5:20, and we'll be like, we just need you for 10 more minutes. She's like, I got to go.
Listen, they'll tell you they need you for 10 more minutes, and you'll be up here for hours. I was shooting till like 3, 4 in the morning at one time.
Cause listen,
Shooting till like 3 in
that's
the
not
morning.
time. I got other things to do.
Well, that's all the time we have on My New Philly, where something is always new
And everything is always Philly.